What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So earlier today I was just scrolling through social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I came across this video by Joe Weller where he's talking about how his podcast Waffling, if you didn't know, it's called Waffling, with Theo and some other Don that he made, might be coming to an end because he is friends with someone else. Check it out.
I want to dead something immediately. Waffling is not ending because I'm mates with Elliot again. Waffling is not ending because me, Luke and Theo have fallen out. If anything, I didn't want anyone to come out and say Waffling is ending, because it isn't. Right? A load of bollocks.
Dude, if I'm being completely honest about this, there's so many different things I feel right now about this. Like, if it does come to an end, first being like the reason they were mad at Elliot in the first place is because Joe made him. Then Elliot walked off on him. But Joe made Theo and Luke. I didn't even know who Luke was till the other week. Theo's some bald don who thinks he's sick of football. I didn't even know who they were until Joe Weller. So they're pretty much just being huge hypocrites. Also, like, lads, come on. This is some year 4 shit, bro. This is what I did when I was in primary school. Like, you're friends with that guy there. Oh, fuck you, dude. No, this is year 4 shit, man. What are you doing? You know, you're splitting up a podcast. I know Joe and Theo have been friends for like years. That's when I first saw him anyway. They're really splitting it up over Elliot Crawford, who, to be honest, like, I actually kind of like him in a way. Like, I think that he was a huge addition to Joe Weller's, like, videos, and their abandoned series, like, nothing will hit as hard as that, and just knowing that they might be coming back is pretty sick, but it's just childish as hell, man. Also, one last thing. Why can't Weller take anything seriously for more than 5 seconds? He always has to do this noise, or pull some stupid face, man, and it's one of the reasons he's not rated. It's because everything's a joke. Fuck these guys, man.
Right, that's what, like, genuinely, how I wanted this to go is us basically come to an agreement that we do waffling when we really feel like doing waffling. Because what sort of became apparent is that sometimes we would film, or we would come to film, and realise, hang on, we don't have something to talk about. Like, we go through the questions, nothing really jumps out at us, and sometimes we're just not up to it, right? Which is totally normal and fine. Okay, but obviously how a podcast or how a show, or how we painted out that the show was meant to be, is that it has to be every single week. And I know that's probably what you guys that enjoy the show would like. And in an ideal world, that's what we would like.
Bro, to be fair, I can 100% back Joe on this. Like, sometimes the demand for content is way too high. I used to edit for a lot of, like, 50k channels that have now been deleted. I'm not going to name names, but, like, you know, I had about 3 editing jobs that I used to do. And, dog shit, to be honest, but it was just like vlogs or whatever. I didn't really get paid, it was just an experience thing. But the demand for content is ridiculous, man. The thing is though, it's either you rush it and people say, oh, it's rushed, or you don't rush it, people say, oh, it took its time. Some of that luxury pranks, you might know them, they do really good, is because they take a month to do their content, and it's like a 30-minute video, but it bangs, bro. They got like 19-20 million fucking views a video, and that's like ridiculous. But no, I can 100% back what Joe's saying here, and it is so fucking annoying, the demand for content. Sometimes you don't even feel like filming. I mean, earlier today, I didn't even feel like filming. I was just sat in my room, just like, you know, what the fuck? What the hell? But then I was just thinking about this, and I was like, oh, I could make a video on this. And this video may seem rushed, and yesterday's video looked hella rushed. I mean, the audio was fucking shit, and it was barely edited. I barely even watched it back. So it just goes to show, man, that the fucking demand for content nowadays is honestly so much. It's fucking ridiculous. It's so hard to keep up as well.
But it just can't always be like that. Like, even if we want it to be, if that makes sense. So I personally would like waffling to go on as, look, we say to you guys, if we, you know, some weeks we may not upload, right, because we don't feel up to it, we're not in the right headspace, or we just don't have something like much to talk about, given it is lockdown and we're not able to do much. Like, that's how I want it to continue. But Luke and Theo do feel like that, look, that is almost half-arsed. That's
Yeah, dude, you know what? I can 100% back them on that, because making half-assed content gives literally no reward whatsoever. It's just, one, you don't want to do it. Two, it's dry as hell. Three, it's going to bring your ratings down. Four, that means you're not going to bring in enough cash. Five, that means your next video is not going to do as well. Six, you might lose subscribers. Seven, you can get dislikes, which stopped your video getting in the recommended. And where does the list go on? Like, making half-assed content and forcing your content, it's so blatant. Like, when Will had that little phase of like, oh yeah, old Joel's back, internet melts, like 9 or something. I think it was so obvious what he was trying to do. He was trying to bring back the old Will, and just when content creators be themselves, it takes a while to get used to, but I'd rather have that, to be honest. And if you don't like who the person is, then just leave, like, in all honesty.
Sort of, I guess, how it seems. And they, rightly, in their opinion, feel like if it's half-assed, well, then there's no fucking point. And fair play. Fair play. Like, we don't want to mess anyone around. But I just feel like waffling's class. We all love it. So why not we do if we feel like uploading, like even if we go a month without uploading, but no reason should anyone have come out and said it's done, and that's it, it's over forever. In my opinion, I think we say, yep, put it on break for now, and come back to it. Yeah, come out and say that. Yeah, let's do that. But that's why I didn't agree with what was said when those boys came out and did their live stream. And as well, it really got painted out like, oh, I'm friends with Elliot again now, so therefore...
Because they're fucking children, bro. I mean, it's blatant, right? It's like, oh, you're friends with him, so we can't be friends with you. It's either some sort of fucking gang mentality, okay? Which is honestly fair enough. I mean, if you're in a gang, and someone in that gang is friends with a rival gang who's trying to fucking kill you, then I can perfectly see why that's not good. But then, when it's you're friends with someone that they don't like, and they were trying to get Elliot on waffling, it just speaks levels, dude. Just childish shit, man.
Oh, I've ditched waffling because I'm friends with Elliot. Well, that's not the case. This is not. It's not the case. So yeah, admittedly, another thing that was meant to happen in this month is that we were going to have guests on. And obviously because it's lockdown, we can't have guests. But as well, I don't know, I prefer waffling where it's just us boys. Like, I don't actually really want guests on.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. If you did like the video, please do leave a like, consider subscribing, and yeah, peace out, guys.